Hello and welcome to this episode of Peak Life. Today we are talking about the Chesapeake Express Lanes, and here to tell us everything we need to know about this new addition to Chesapeake is Nina Ulrich with VDOT. Thanks so much for being here, Nina.
Thank you, Liz, for having us. We have a lot of great updates today to share with Chesapeake motorists.
Wonderful. So, let's just jump into it. Tell me a little bit about the Chesapeake Express Lanes.
So the Chesapeake Express Lanes run from just east of the I-664 and 264 interchange in Bowers Hill over the high-rise bridge and to the I-264 interchange in Norfolk. Now, for this approximately 14 miles, this is where motorists have new travel choices to use the new express lanes.
Okay.
Now, you may remember that we opened these express lanes toll-free in February, and that was to allow motorists the chance to learn to navigate the ins and outs of the new express lanes and to learn where the entrances and exits are, which we'll cover today as well. But the one thing that we did want to point out is since tolling started on March 17th, it's only solo drivers who have to pay the toll to use the new express lanes.
Interesting. So if I have more than one person in my vehicle, I can take the express lanes for free?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
just a driver with just one additional occupant and an Easy Pass Flex transponder switch to HOV on, that allows you to take the express lanes toll-free when there's just two people in the car.
Okay, while you have that up, let's take a look at this thing. So you have to have this specific type of Easy Pass in order to use the express lanes. Is that right?
Correct. So currently, and across Hampton roads, what motorists have been using is the Easy Pass standard transponder. So that doesn't have a click switch, and that allows solo motorists to pay to use the express lanes.
Ah, okay.
Now, we know what that toll is going to be prior to entering the express lanes because there's signage that tells you from this point to this point, this is what that toll is going to be.
Okay.
So that's what solo drivers would pay. If there's two or more people in that vehicle, no matter what the toll is, as long as they have this switch to HOV on, they can take the express lanes for free.
And so that beep just kind of helps you as a driver just reach up and flip it over. Is that the point of that?
Absolutely. So before you
cool.
start driving, after you put your seatbelt on, just flip that switch right on over and you can take the entire express lanes network for free.
Great. Great. Now, we were talking a little bit before, I know the folks who take these lanes want to know, how are you enforcing that, right? And there is a plan for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So the express lanes are designated from the free general purpose lanes by double white lines that have those white posts in the middle of them.
Okay.
And then those transition to single dashed white lines. What that indicates for motorists is where you can enter and exit the express lanes. Now, what motorists are going to be seeing as warmer temperatures permit throughout the spring is we're going to see more additional white posts placed in the Greenbrier section.
Okay.
So, until all those white posts are complete, it is still enforced that you should not enter or exit the express lanes where you see those double white lines, because eventually posts are going to be there. And so Virginia State Police does enforce that.
Okay. It's been a minute since I took my driver's test, but we should all, I guess, be aware that double line, that's telling you no, right?
Absolutely.
Anywhere you see that, you're not supposed to cross that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Do not cross the double white line and only exit and enter the express lanes where the dashed line is.
Okay.
And again, reminder to also not drive in the shoulders, to stay within the lanes on the interstate.
Okay, we're going to ask everybody to remember back to that driver's test. Those rules still apply,
Yes.
even though things look a little bit different here. Let's talk about the toll. So how do you determine the toll? How do I know what the toll is because it varies, is that right?
It does. It's a variable congestion-based toll.
Okay.
And what that means is it is dynamically priced. So approximately every 5 minutes, the toll is going to change based on the traffic flow in the express lanes. Now, what this allows motorists to decide is whether they want to choose to take the express lanes and pay the toll or stay in those free general purpose lanes.
Okay.
And motorists are going to know what that toll is before entering the express lanes. Once they're in the express lanes, the toll they saw is the toll that they're going to pay, and they'll continue to see future tolls to decide if they want to stay and pay in the express lanes or take the free general purpose lanes.
So can you go in and then come out at the next, obviously you don't want to cross the double lines, but like at the next entrance, can you get out, or once you're in, are you in?
Nope, there's several entrance and exit points
Okay.
that you can go in both directions from on I-64.
Okay, great. What else should we be looking for as we're driving along this corridor? Anything else coming up other than some additions with the white poles? Anything else we got to be aware of?
So we just want motorists to remember that while driving, to drive distracted free, to stay in your lane, to slow down. Now the express lane speed limit is 65 miles an hour.
Okay.
And then in the general purpose lanes, it's 60 miles an hour. So motorists also want to make sure that they're doing the correct speed limit in the lanes that they're in.
And it sounds like another benefit to taking the express lanes is you can go a little bit faster.
Absolutely.
And hopefully less traffic, I guess, is the plan.
And express lanes are designed to help alleviate some of the key congestion that we're seeing at some of those key locations across Hampton Roads. So this is definitely a new travel choice and a great benefit for Chesapeake motorists.
Wonderful. Nina, did we forget anything? What else do we need to tell the motorists about these lanes?
So we have this great interactive map because there's several entrance and exit points, and I could list them here, but I don't want to, get drivers lost.
Yeah.
Instead, we want to send them to 64expresslanes.org/drive. They can see the interactive map and learn where they can enter and exit the express lanes all along the Chesapeake segment.
Wonderful. Lots of cool stuff happening all along that stretch. So thank you so much for helping us understand. I will put one note for those folks who are hearing us talk about Chesapeake Express lanes just to make the differentiation between Chesapeake Expressway and Chesapeake Express lanes. So Chesapeake Expressway is, of course, that southern route of 168. And we have heard some confusion with that. So we want to make sure everyone's aware Chesapeake Express lanes, different from Chesapeake Expressway.
Absolutely. And just remind motorists to get your Easy Pass Flex so you can take those express lanes toll-free with just 2 people in the car.
Great. Get your Easy Pass. Nina, thank you so much for all that info.
Thank you, Liz.
That does it for this episode of Peak Life. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.